Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Wednesday, April 18th, and this is a look at a preliminary system that I'm working on regarding volume and the market. It occurred to me that, our big down days are the big volume days. And, traditionally, volume is studied by, volume climaxes, green volume, red volume, heavy volume, light volume, and it just seems like there should be a better way. And to that extent, building a new system, still being tested, still being, all the rules are still being written, although I have several done. And this is also a system which you can do yourself, test, and just use to increase odds. It's no magic bullet. It does have some whipsaws, and it does fire signals sometimes at the climax of a move. So, but it also fires some really great signals and catches really decent moves most of the time. Okay, so what does this consist of? I mean, we have this chart. It's full of up and down arrows and kind of a mess. I mean, how can you act on most of this? Well, we have the volume price trend with a crossover system built into it. We have the accumulation distribution indicator with a crossover system built into it. The volume-weighted MACD with a crossover system built into it. On-balance volume with a crossover system built into it. And the dual volume flow with a crossover system built into it. 5 indicators with crossover systems built into them. What are we looking for here? We're looking for confluence. We're looking for agreement. And what we're looking for is majority rules. So 3 out of 5, 4 and 5 being extra good, and re-entry and confirmation signals. I'm looking at SPY right here, and just to go over some of the basics and to show some of the whipsaw, some of the false signals. I'm going to look back in April 2011. I'm just going to start off counting arrows. I need 3 arrows to enter a trade. 1, 2, 3. Notice I'm moving chronologically. So on this day, 1 arrow. This day, 2 arrows. This day, 3 arrows. What does that get us? Well, it gets us to a climax. This would have been stopped out. Keep going in time, hit a red arrow. So I have 3 greens and 1 red. Since the red is not a green, it's not a re-entry signal, nothing is done. Day goes by, another green arrow, re-entry signal. Yep, it's another stop out, no good. Well, that's not very helpful now, is it? The point being that the loss is very low, and you're going to see what happens here in a minute. Keep going in time, hit another red arrow. Oops, so now I have 2. 2 is not 3, 3 is, you have to have 3. Keep going in time, hit 3. Now 3 arrows, 1, 2, 3. On this day, short is initiated, and it stopped out. What a crap system, right? Keep going in time, hit another red arrow. Re-entry signal. This one would hit either all the way to the bottom or be stopped out right here. Be a minor gain if stopped out right here, depending upon the stop. But look at that, we hit 4. So that was a confirmation, then it gets stopped out, and then we hit a 5, re-entry. That would have been a very minor gain on top of that. The point being, it goes from here to here, which is not bad. And depending on the stop, should be very mildly profitable. At the stop out, you have to wait for the next signal. Nope, next signal's green. That doesn't help. That doesn't do anything for us. Time goes by. Second signal. So we have 2 greens. Nothing to do. And wouldn't you know it, on this day at the climax, 3 and 4. Stop out. Next day after that, another re-entry, and that stopped out. This is really crap, right? I mean, all these stop outs and a very minor gain. Well, just hold on a second. And so right about this time, oh, actually we didn't get 5, we got 4 because this one reverted to red. So 1 red, 4 green, stop out. Keep going in time, 2nd red. 1 day further in time, 3rd red. That's the initiation of a short. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. It would catch all of this. And as a matter of fact, halfway through it, it hits 4 for a confirmation. And at the bottom, it hits 5. Actually, it had been stopped out here, so this actually could be another stop out right here. But at least you got all of this. Very nice. So, stop out here, waiting for the next signal. Next signal is green. We have no greens back here to tie to it, so we have 1 green, 4 reds. Another day goes by, 2 greens, 3 reds. Time goes by, and 3rd green. Initiation of a long. Yes, it catches a little. And here's one of the things that I just don't have proper rules set for. Oh, these are actually different days. I haven't figured out statistically what is best when you have a when you have 2 on each side, and then you have or you have 2 and you need a 3rd, and the 3rd coincides with something in the opposite direction. Haven't statistically got that fixed yet, so that'll be coming. So a little bit here, very small. Keep going into the future. Hit a red after a stop out. So we look back in time. 1 red, 2 valid reds, 3 valid reds. Short is initiated. It catches this. Stop out here at the bottom. Looking for the next signal. We hit a green. Green looks back. 1 green, 2 green, 3 green. Long is initiated. And catches, maybe it gets stopped out here, but at that point also we have now the 4th green, and immediately followed by the 5th. So regardless of what happens stopwise here, from here to here is caught. Stops out here at the top, waiting for the next signal. Hit a red. We have no other reds to tie back to. Wait. Notice why we wait for more. There's a whipsaw here. Boom. We don't want to take that trade yet. Hits the 2nd red. Hits the 3rd red. And unfortunately that's not good. Stops out immediately. Keep going. We have 3 reds. Hit a 4th red. And is stopped out. And we hit a 5th red, which also coincides with the green. So back to 4 reds, enough to re-enter a trade. It grabs all of this. Boom. Stopped out. Wait for the next signal. It's a red. Look back in time. 1, 2, 3 reds. That's enough to enter. Catches a minor move. Stopped out. Go forward in time. We hit 2 greens. Look back in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 greens. Catches this entire move. Stopped out. Waiting for the next signal. This coincided with a red. And so that would not be taken since we're waiting for the next remove, and that happened on this same day. So we go forward in time. Hit a green. 1 green, 2 green, 3 green, 4 green. Initiates a long. Catches this entire gradual move up. Stopped out. Wait for the next signal. Red. Do we have any other reds? 1, 2, 3. Stopped out. We hit a green. We look back in time. 1, 2, 3. Initiate along. And yep, that would also stop out, unfortunately. Essentially, probably immediately, because we have a little bit of a dip here. Or it stops out right here. And so depending on early or not, this could either be a signal or it could not be. But we'll say that it's not, since it's so darn close. So stop out, wait for the next signal. Next signal is a red. We have 1 red, we have 2 reds, not enough to initiate. Go forward another day. 3 reds. 1, 2, 3. It catches this entire move. Now, it has a lot of stop outs. I'm going to see if that can be minimized, but that might just be the nature of the game. Point being, this is where we are right now. SPY. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red. We're about to get a 5th red. Does that mean that we're going to have complete confluence and this is going to drop like a rock? It is entirely possible. So, something to consider. This is all about increasing odds. And even though there is a cost with stopping out, the idea is minimize stop outs, grab the big moves. So 5 reds, something to consider. Does this work on everything? TNA. I'll go back here in time. I'm just going to not go over the complete chronology. Blah, I can't talk. You know what I'm talking about. Alright. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. It grabs a little. Stop out. It gets a green. Can't do anything with it. Doesn't have enough. Goes forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grabs all of that. Wait for the next signal after the stop out. 1, 2, 3, green. Grabs some. Stop out. Waits for the next signal. And stop out would have been there, so waiting for the next signal. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. Would have, depending on the stop, grabbed all of this, and if not, re-entry, 4. Grabs all of it. Stop out. Moving ahead, after a stop out in here, hit a green. 1, 2, not enough. There's 3, 1, 2, 3. Grabs all of this move. Stop out, looking for the next. 1 red, not enough. 2 red, not enough. 3 red, grabs very little. Stop out, false signal. 1, 2, 3, grabs this entire move. Possibly stop out. Re-entry. 1, 2, 3, grabs all of this move, goes forward, 1, 2, 3, potentially grabs this move, depending on what the stop is like, very minor, and waits for the next signal, bad, waits for the next signal, bad, and then has 1, 2, 3, grabs a little bit here, waits for the next signal, 1, 2, 3, grabs a little bit here, waits for the next signal, bad, and what do we have as of today? 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red, about to have 5 red. What is that going to do? Financials. We've been saying how terrible these are. What is it doing today? 1 red, soon to be another red, but 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, and that would have got it at the climax. Got a green today, and looking for this to turn red, so 2 greens currently, 3 reds, and very easily able to turn red. I mean, look how high this sucker is. Look how high both of them are. Look at the direction of this one. So, Does that mean tomorrow's a big day down? No. We're waiting for these to confirm. But once volume is all moving in the wrong direction, look at this one down here, volume moving down, 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 2 to go. Are the odds increased? I think yes. Heck, we want the euro to go down, right? As bears. What are some of the signals that we had here in the past? 1, 2, 3. Plenty to catch. Whipsaw, stop out. Another re-entry with 2. Would have caught all of this move. Heck, on the upside, 1, 2, 3. Would have caught all of this. Stop out. 1, 2, 3. Would have caught all of this. Where is it now? 1 red, soon to be 2 red, 3 red, 4 red. Look where that's pointing. It's pointing down. Potentially 5 red. Bad for the euro is bad for the US markets. This is where we are. Something near and dear to everyone's hearts on Bears in Exile, Apple. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Would have caught all of this. Because the stop most likely would be looser as time goes on. That's huge. Where are we now? 1 red, 2 red, getting the 3rd red, about to get a 4th red, working on the 5th red. How about that? Financials. JP Morgan. Does this stinking thing work? 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. Would have caught that. There's an up over here. 1, 2, 3. Would have caught that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Stop out. 1, 2, 3. Stop out. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's just about increasing odds. What about this run over here? 1, 2. Oh, I'm doing it wrong. 1, 2, 3. Little bit, perhaps a lot. It would have had a nope, it wouldn't have had a re-entry at a good place. It'd have caught a little bit. Where is it now? 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. About to get another red, and a little farther along, another red. Heck, one that I'm playing, Starbucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Caught a little bit. Stop out. 1, 2, 3. No, stop out. 1, 2, 3. Would have caught all of that. Would have had a whipsaw here. Not done anything. 1, and then after stopping out here looking for a signal. 1, 2. Oh, those are almost on the same day. So to hit here, 1, 2, and then eventually 3. Caught the entire move. Where is it now? 1 red, 2 red. Not great on the 3rd red, not great on the 4th red, not great on the 5th red, but it will come. Is that worthwhile? I'd think so. Another one. Get some better idea on AIG. currently 1 green, 2 green, 3 green, 4 green, 5 green. Confluence of greens would have got the signal where? Right here. Would have caught some. Not fabulous or anything. Citibank. Would it have caught this move? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. It would have caught that entire move. What about this move here? It certainly would have been stopped out in this mess. 1, 2, 3? Yes, it would have. What about this downturn here after stopping out up here? 1, 2, 3? Very minor. This is just choppy mess. Would have been stopped out probably all over the place. Where is it now? 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, close to a 4th red. Oh, getting a 4th red right now, and soon to be a 5th red. Notice the positioning of many of these indicators. They're very, very high. Notice when they're high and they decrease. Yeah, decrease. High, decrease, some decrease. High, some decrease. Yes, some decrease. The on-balance volume trigger line is very good at the overall direction of a trend. Sloping down, price sloping down, and now getting towards a high, still pointing up, which coincides with what's happening right now. When this turns down, gets a red, has confluence with everything else, what do you think is going to happen? I think it's going to go down. This is just a preliminary system that I'm working on. Still has some flaws, still has a few rules that need to be researched and proven, but it certainly looks promising to me. Heck, one more. VXX. The thing that has been absolutely horrible about this entire decline here. Well, we can see that we would have had confluence here. We've been stopped out, assuming stopped out through all of this. I'll see what happens after that. 1 red, looks back to the 2 red, immediately gets a 3rd red, grabs some, stops out, runs into another red, re-entry signal. Could have grabbed all of that, stopped out. Going forward, 1 green, no greens to look back on. 2 greens, no other 3rd green to look back upon. So it misses all of this. That's fine. Runs into a red, 1 red, 2 red, no 3rd red. Goes forward a little bit more. There's the 3rd red. 1, 2. Oops, did I mess this up? No, I didn't. I was okay. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red. Entry here. Yeah, it would have stopped out. Going forward, it has another re-entry and would have stopped out. So like I was saying, not perfect, but that's pretty darn ugly, missing all of that with 5 reds. Gonna have to write a rule about that after I do some analysis. So anyways, where are we now? 1 green, 2 green, working on a 3 green, almost at a 4th green, almost at a 5th green. Do I have any 5 greens back here to work with? Yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3. After a messy, choppy stop outs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It could have grabbed all of this depending upon the stop. Even has a couple of re-entry points. So very, very promising. Why do I keep doing so many charts? Oh, because I'm learning. Alright. GE. We use this for a better reading on the Dow. Would it have caught this? Well, before that, it would have had 1, 2, 3 greens. Caught a little bit. Stop out. Next signal, red. Not enough. Next signal, red. Not enough. Third signal, red. Look at that. It would have caught all of it. Choppy action. Maybe a little bit here. Maybe a little bit there. But overall, not too impressive until we get to here. Definitely would have been a stop out because of the peak, no matter what all of these have. 1, 2, 3. Catches all of that. Waits for the next signal. Red. Not enough. Second red. Not enough. Third red. Catches a little. And immediately after that, 1, 2, 3. Would have caught a little bit here. Re-entry signal. Would have caught the rest of this. Probably would have been stopped out. Re-entry again. Would have caught all of this. Sideways choppy. Definitely wouldn't have gone anywhere. Looking for next signal. 1, 2, 3, and even at 4. Caught a little bit. Where is it now? 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 red. Would it have caught here at this peak? Well, we would have ran into this one with a 2. Ran into this one for a 3. Would have caught some. Re-entry point. Might have caught a little bit. We're about to get a 5th. Very nice. And there it is. There is the quick down and dirty. We hope to further refine this in the days and weeks to come. And if it's proven to be something that is massively useful, then we will begin using it on a nightly basis. This is something that you can create, duplicate yourself, use it on whatever symbols you like. And there it is. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.